Hello everybody, it's Totvus from New Edbox and welcome guys to your 10th CSS video tutorial. Now guys, for those of you who follow my tutorials, you know that in my last video I have introduced you to a little bit advanced way how to place a content box and how to set a margin around your background image, which is combined with plain color background. Guys, just to emphasize and just to tell you one thing, that during this tutorial I'm gonna cover and wrap up the subject of placing a background image on your website, and this is going to be a last one, basically covering the background image subject. Okay guys, without me talking too much, let's go ahead, and I want to introduce you to one more property and how the property can be used in a practical way. So, and this property guys is background attachment, the one that we haven't covered yet. And guys, background attachment gives you a simple chance or option or an opportunity to fix your background image position. No matter if you scroll the website down or a visitor of your website scrolls the text down on your website, the image stays fixed and image stays still and doesn't move. So let's go ahead and build that. Now guys, you can see that in the background, in the body background, I have entered the property of background attachment and set the value to fixed. And now guys, in order for us, I'm just gonna show you the site, and there you see the beautiful penguin that should not move when we scroll the site. But as you can see, we don't have enough content in our site in order for it to give an opportunity to scroll down. So in order for us to do that guys, let's just go ahead and copy this entire row and paste it in a few times so we would get enough content. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm saving it and let's go ahead and refresh it. There we go guys. You can see that we have the few boxes there and everything's fine. And as you can see guys, when I'm scrolling down, the image stays still. It is fixed background, and that's the practical use of property background attachment and setting the value to fixed. So once the visitor of your website will scroll down the content on your website, the background image will stay fixed, and that's pretty cool and pretty neat trick. So guys, I'm just gonna delete that text that I've used for this example, so we would not have that much text on the site. Okay guys, so congrats for you, because I've just covered the last property and the value for background image guys. And now guys, in this tutorial I'm also going to start a new subject, and that subject is text formatting. So guys, it's a pretty new subject for you to get acquainted with during CSS tutorials. Sorry guys. And let's go ahead and just start it. Now guys, one thing that I want to show you, in fact, is that you can play with the color of your text. And as you saw from my previous tutorial, when we were playing with the color of the text in the content box, guys, placing a white color is not one and only way how you can define the text's color on your site. There are a couple more ways how you can enter the color, and in fact guys, you can use the RGB palette as well. So you only have to enter the hashtag and say guys you want some specific color for your text. So I'm just gonna choose a random color that I see now on my RGB palette, red, green, blue guys. Go ahead and type it in Google if you want to, and you will get the palette. So I'm just typing in, and naturally this would be some certain different shade of gray. So let's go ahead and refresh it on our site and see what we get. There you go guys, you can see that the color of the text has changed in this case. So remember, guys, that you can not only play by entering a name of a color, but you also can enter the RGB value by placing hashtag and then placing the value of the color. So guys, that is it for the coloring of the text. Now guys, next thing, in fact, you can also use the RGB hexadecimal colors, but I would decimal, in fact, colors, but I would not use that because it's a little bit more difficult than using hexadecimal. Hexadecimal colors are exactly this code that you can see on my screen. That's called hexadecimal colors. So I always suggest that you use hexadecimal code because it's much more simple to type it in and well, simpler to use. Let's not get into being very difficult. So guys, that's about it for the coloring of the text. Now the next thing, guys, that I want to introduce you to is how you can use a property and a values of text aligning in on your site. So guys, say we have now we have one and only text which is placed in the content box, but let's go ahead and guys, and place some random text, and let's call it random text. Random text, copy it, Control C, there we go. Let's go ahead and refresh it. There you go, we have some random text in black. Let's go ahead and enter a couple of line breaks there, so we would have some space. So guys, I'm just gonna refresh it. There we go. Now guys, what I want to do in this case, I just want to play with the random text a little bit, and I'm gonna enter that it is header 3. And the next thing, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place this as the header 3, and then the separate paragraph as paragraph here and paragraph there, and I'm gonna paste it in there, and I'm gonna paste it once more and once more. Okay, so we would have a proper paragraph, guys. So let's go ahead and refresh it and see what we get. There we go, guys. The paragraph inherits the properties and values that I've entered in my previous tutorial. It's the green text with a yellow background. So guys, now what I want to show you now, guys, is one more thing, and that thing is how to play with the positioning of the text. Say guys, now you have an article that you want to place on your website, and a random text that you see here is a header for your article, and that's the content for your article. Now usually all the articles, guys, have a date next to it. So, and the dates are usually placed in some dedicated position on the website. It can be either on the left hand side or on the right hand side of your website, or whatever you would choose. But now in this example, guys, in order for you to show how does that property and values, how do those properties and values work, guys, I'm just gonna enter one more set of declarations and a class. So guys, I'm gonna set my class to date, build the curly brackets, and now guys, what I want to do in this case, I want to tell my browser that I want my text to be aligned to left hand side of to the right hand side of my screen. So when I'm entering the right hand side of my screen, guys, the next thing that I want to enter here is let's go ahead and enter the date on in our HTML tutorial main text, and the date would be today is the 15th of March 2012. So I'm just saving it, and let's go ahead and refresh it. No, let's not go ahead and refresh it, because we still have to enter the paragraph, right? And tell our browser that this paragraph belongs to the class which is set to date, right? And let's go ahead and refresh it now. There we go, guys. It inherits the additional properties and values set to that class, and the text gets aligned to the right. Now guys, I'm a little bit over 10 minutes for this tutorial, and I'm gonna cover the rest of the topic in the next one. So make sure to stick with me, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial.